with PHAPI President Dr. Jose De Grano, who joins us live on Morning Matters. Magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Good morning, Gretchen, sa ating po mga nanonood. Opo.
Okay, Doctor, the spokesperson of Malacanang has already spoken. She says there are only 39 hospitals in Batangas that are involved with the delayed payments. Could you corroborate this statement? Is it an accurate depiction of how big this problem is?
39 out of around 43 private hospitals po yan sa buong Batangas. Significant po yun kasi 39 out of 43 or 44 private hospitals. So, ibig sabihin po, almost all the private hospitals are affected.
Bakit ho Batangas at Batangas lang po ba yung hindi pa nababayaran?
So far, yun po ang na-collect namin na information. Although there are sporadic cases po all over na sinasabi na lang nila na they stopped already accepting yung GLs because medyo delayed yung payments. But dito nga po, dun sa buong province, medyo nag-accumulate po to the point of around 500 million plus. Kaya po medyo na ang mga hospitals po were already na natakot na po baka medyo affected na po yung kanilang mga operating expenses.
So sa ngayon ho sa Batangas ay hindi na muna tumatanggap ng mga guarantee letters?
No, plan po namin yon just in case talagang hindi kami bayaran. And we have informed the Secretary of Health and of course the region concerned. And sabi naman po nila sa pakikipag-usap ay gagawa nilang paraan to fast track the payments.
Okay. Ito nga pong sabi nyo nga po 500 million yung hindi pa nababayaran. Pero sabi po ng Malacanang, they're calling out for documents to be processed already, to be submitted rather, so they can be processed already. Mukhang may kakulangan din po sa parte ng mga ospital. Tama po ba yung aming pagkakaintindi?
Well, that is their side po. But for our hospitals, most of them have already submitted all the documents.
Okay. Help us or describe to us this process of actually from the patient, the indigent patient going to the hospital at yung pagbigay ng guarantee letter hanggang sa pag-claim po ng reimbursement. Maaari niyo po bang mailatag para lang din po malinaw yung buong proseso?
Yes. Yes po. Halimbawa, na-admit po yung patient and then of course may hospital bill siya. Ibabawas na po natin dyan yung bago siya ma-discharge. For discharge na po itong mga pasyente na ito. Ibabawas na po ang PhilHealth dyan. Kung meron man silang HMO, ibabawas yan. Kung meron silang mga tinatawag nating GL din from their mayor, from the whatever government official na may MOA with the hospitals, ibabawas na po yan. Then, halimbawa, meron pa pong remaining na balance na gusto nilang bayaran, then they will go to their mga congressman, senator, they will ask for GLs or guarantee letters. And these are approved supposedly by the Department of Health, and then ipapasa po niya sa hospitals, and then because may MOA naman po kami, so ina-accept po namin yung MOA na yan, yung mga GLs na yan, and then ipapasa na po namin, babalik namin together with the other documents sa region po. And then yun po, maghihintay na po kami ng payment.
Okay. Ano po mga dokumento ang pinapasa po mula sa private hospital part? I mean, is this manual at gaano karaming papeles yung kinakailangan para magkaroon ng reimbursement?
Usually po, let's say ang problem lang nila hindi kulang ng payment for mga laboratories, even professional fees. Isasama po nila yon doon sa document na yon. Ito ang kulang na lang. Let's say ang kakulangan lang nila yung mga around 10 to 15,000. Isasama po nila yon. And then dadaan po yan sa social worker, i-check nila, and then after that, pwede po, ready for submission na po yon.
Oo. Pero hindi naman po mahirap yung pag-submit ng dokumento mula sa mga ospital.
Hindi po. Usually hindi. Wala naman pong masyadong ano yan, in-expect na mga ibang documents pa. Basta meron lang pong okay na nung social worker at na-check na talagang nag-fit sila sa MI5 na mga pwedeng bigyan, ay yun po, ino-okay na po yan.
At pagkatapos po noon, payment should be done under the MOA within how many days?
Supposedly within 60 days po.
Pero sa ngayon, gaano katagal na po? Hindi nababayaran yung mga ospital?
Kasi kaya po medyo nag-worry na po yung mga hospitals kasi 2 months ago, sinabi na po namin na itong kakulangan na yan. And then medyo nagbayad po sila ng pakonti-konti and then continuous naman po ang pasok ng GLs. Kaya medyo halos ganun pa rin po presently ang kakulangan nila. Mga around 480 million pa rin po ang kakulangan nila.
Pero gaano katagal po? I mean, kasi they're supposed to be given 60 days to pay. So yung outstanding po, gaano katagal na po yan?
Yung iba pong payables nila na dapat last year pa po yung iba Kaya nag-worry yung iba naming hospitals.
Okay. Pero ito pong pero parang nabayaran po kayo ng 500 million recently. Am I correct? And when were those payments done?
Binigyan po kami ng list ng that they were able to pay already 577 million. But then nakalagay din po doon na meron pa rin silang payables to us worth around 480 million for this around 39 hospitals.
So kumbaga para nababayaran naman po, medyo mabagal lang kumpara doon sa pagbuhos ng mga GL.
Yes, siguro po ganon kasi medyo dumaan po yung election, ganyan, and bureaucracy ng government, etc. At sabi nga po nila kulang sila sa manpower.
Your group also raised concerns that since some patients were endorsed by political candidates who failed to win seats in the recent midterm elections, na hindi po mababayaran, no? Lalong-lalo na galing sa kanila yung mga GL. Gaano kalaki yung spike in guarantee letters during the election period?
Palagi ko, malaki po yun. But then, hindi naman po kami masyado nag-worry doon because iba po itong MAIPIF fund. Kasi ito po, meron talagang funding yan from Department of Health. Iba pa po yung funding ng mga individual na, let's say, politicians. Yun po ang medyo nag-worry kami kasi kung hindi sila manalo, baka hindi mabayaran yun. Pero ito po, MAIPIF fund po ito, guaranteed po yan ng government.
Yun nga ho, no? So yun nga po nakapagtataka, no? Kasi sa totoo lang hindi na po dapat hindi na kinakailangan dumaan talaga sa politiko kasi dapat sa DOH na no? Yung guarantee letter manggagaling. Pero I mean, taking a look at the GLs, most of them still come from politicians.
Yes. Opo, karamihan po talaga. Even nga po, sabi nila, mga president ng mga association of barangay captains, may mga nag-i-endorse din pong gano'n.
But is that a significant issue here in the delay of payments, or most of it is really with the DOH when it comes to disbursements?
Palagay ko po yung sa disbursement na lang yan. Hopefully, meron nga po talagang na-release sa kanila na funding from the DBM. And then from the DBM po, dapat di-distribute na po yan sa different CHDs or regional offices. And then from the regional offices, dapat po, diretso na po yan sa mga private facilities.
Oo nga ho, pero ito pong MAIFIP, iba po yung issue na ito mula dun sa ni-raise niyo po last year, which is yung PhilHealth delayed payments. How is that? What is the update on that?
Yeah. Iba pa po yung PhilHealth. Ang PhilHealth po, siyempre, iba pang agency yon. But right now po, wala naman kami nagiging problem with PhilHealth. Mabilis po ang payment nila. Except, siyempre, meron pa pong pagkakautang na ini-negotiate pa rin po namin with them.
Isa ngayon po itong MAIFIP, pag titingnan po natin yung batas, wala po talagang batas na sumasakop dito. Ito po ay under MOA with the DOH and private hospitals. Kaya talagang maaaring magbago. Depende na lang din dun sa mga ng mga payments na nangyayari, pati na rin sa hospital discretion. Kung kayo po ay ang masusunod, ano po kayang amendments ang magagawa po ninyo para maging tuloy-tuloy yung pagbayad na yan? At hindi po palagi nagkakaroon ng issue dito sa delayed payments. Kumbaga parang once in a while, we always hear from you. Representing the private hospitals, of course, na hindi pa nagbabayad, laging delayed. Ano po kayang maaaring magbago sa proseso para mapadali yan?
Actually, under the law po, itong MyFIP Fund, kasama po yan dun sa, I think, that's sa GAA na pinrovide po sa Department of Health. So marami pong pera talaga na pinanggagalingan yan. Actually, yung sa GAA po, I think 200 billion plus ang binigay sa Department of Health. And I think that's part of it, yung MyFIP Fund. Kasi covered naman po yan ng administrative order na nirelease nitong last year. So nagkakaroon nga po ng MOA between the private hospitals. Kasi kung kulang po ang facilities ng government, pupunta po ang mga pasyente sa private. At yun po, doon po pumapasok yung ating MyFIP Fund.
Okay, so sa ngayon, lahat po ng pasyente na may guarantee letter, hindi po dapat tinatanggihan. Tama po ba?
Yes po, kasi may MOA po kami with the Department of Health. Kaya ngayon, kung ayaw na po nilang, let's say, yung private facility po ayaw na nilang tumanggap, then they will have to inform the regional office na ayaw na po nila. And then, yun po, pwede na po silang tumigil.
Okay, so it's merely a matter of processing and disbursing if we boil it down to the core of the problem.
Yes po. I think nagkaroon lang ng, siguro, alam nyo naman sa government, yung bureaucratic process. May problem.
Actually, matagal nga po maningil talaga. Kahit saan. Oo. Okay. But the DOH says it has already released funds. Is PHAPI seeing improvements on the ground?
Hopefully po, ma-receive na namin in a week or two. At na-promise naman po yan ng taga-region na ginagawa nila talaga ng paraan to speed up the process.
Oo. Nabanggit ko, kasi pinakikinggan ko po yung diskusyon nyo ni Manong Ted regarding PhilHealth on the debit credit payment system. So ano po yung payment system dito po sa MyFIP?
MyFIP po, siyempre may funding po sila. It's for us naman to, kasi yung guarantee letter supposedly should come from the MyFIP Fund. So mag-yan lang po, mag-aano lang po kami dyan profile lang kami ng aming mga sa GLs, and then that's the time na kukunin naman po nila or babayaran na naman po kami kasi these are services already rendered to our patients. At yun nga po, dahil minsan mas malaki masyado yung exposure, especially ng mga maliliit na hospital, medyo nahihirapan po sila minsan sa operating expenses pag hindi agad nabayaran.
Pero wala pa naman ho nagsasara. I mean, because of these delayed payments.
So parang hindi naman po because of that. Nagagawa naman po ng paraan pa.
Tama po kayo for raising this concern. 39 out of 43 hospitals in Batangas.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Sabi nila 39 lang, pero remember, 39 out of 43 po yan. Hindi naman yan. Ibig sabihin, they compose more than, more than 90% of all private hospitals in our region.
Thank you so much for putting that in the proper context. Pero itatanong po namin ang mga concerns po ninyo because we have the Department of Health on the line right after this. But in the meantime, maraming salamat po for being with us and explaining to us the concerns of the private hospitals sector. We have the PHAPI President, Dr. Jose De Grano, joining us today. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much.